In a quaint village nestled at the edge of a sprawling forest, there lived a boy named Arav. Arav had always been a cheerful child, but lately his world seemed clouded. His father's business was struggling, his friends do not seem to be busy with him at all, and his studies in the classroom fell through. Arav felt lost, seemingly not happiness for him. One gray afternoon, while wandering aimlessly in the woods, Arav stumbled upon an old man sitting under a grand banyan tree. The man's face was weathered but kind, with twinkling eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of the world. "What's troubling you, boy?" the old man asked in a voice that was both gentle and commanding. Arav hesitated, but finally spoke from his heart. "Nothing seems to go right anymore. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't be happy." The old man listened intently, then smiled. "Let me tell you a story." Arav sat down, curious, despite his heavy heart. The old man began, "Once there was a farmer who had 2 buckets. One was perfectly polished and shiny, while the other was old and riddled with cracks. Every day, the farmer used both buckets to fetch water from the river. By the time he reached home, the cracked bucket had lost half its water. One day, the cracked bucket said, 'I'm so useless. Why don't you just throw me away?' But the farmer replied, 'Haven't you noticed? I planted flowers along the path you water every day. Now, our home is surrounded by beauty, thanks to you.'" The old man paused. "You see, boy, happiness is like that path. It isn't something you wait to find. It's something you create along the way. It's a choice, not a gift." Arav frowned. "But how can I just choose to be happy when everything feels wrong?" The old man chuckled. "That's the secret. You don't wait for things to be perfect. You start by finding small joys even in cracked moments, the sound of birds, the warmth of the sun, or the way a problem teaches you something new. Happiness grows when you water it." The old man reached into his bag and handed Arav a small mirror. "Every morning, look into this mirror and ask yourself, what can I do to make today brighter, for me and others? Do this, and you'll see." Arav took the mirror and promised to try. The next day, he woke up early and looked into the mirror. He decided to help his father organize the shop. The day after, he helped a neighbor fix a broken fence. Slowly, Arav began to notice the good things around him. His efforts at school improved, his friends began to seek his company, and even the smallest tasks felt rewarding. Weeks later, Arav returned to the banyan tree, but the old man was gone. In his place, Arav found a note carved into the tree's trunk. "Happiness isn't found, it's grown. Keep watering your flowers." From that day on, Arav carried the old man's wisdom in his heart, creating joy wherever he went. He learned that no matter how tough life became, the choice to seek happiness was always his. Moral happiness is not something we wait for. It is something we choose to create. Even in tough times, small actions can plant seeds of joy, transforming our lives and those around us.